But all right, so we are recording our January 2021 meeting to just kind of learn what BOD is, to learn how to use our Beachbody on Demand, to really gain some traction with using it, with using some of the nutrition supplements, with using some of the nutrition programs, and just kind of these little hidden secrets that you find in BOD. So definitely feel free to ask questions because this really is geared towards helping you guys. But I'm also going to record this. I am recording this so that way we can share this to the group, and then any of us add to the group that join in and just have questions. This is a good short summary video of how they can really get access. I will share that in the Be Well community on Facebook, there is a units tab, which we're mostly using the BOD group, but in the Be Well community on Facebook, there's this tab in the unit section, and it is like little tips and tricks, like little secrets of BOD. It's just one of those, there's a lot of units in here, but it's right here. It's unit 3, tutorials, how to use your access. So this is another great spot. I am going to kind of go over a lot of this right now. And it was funny because as soon as I recorded these videos, BOD changed a little bit. So BOD just like started doing things a little differently. I'm going to pull, I just want to put everything where I can see it. So you're going to just see me mess with my screen for just a second. That way I have the chat over here and I have y'all's faces and screen. There we go. Okay, now I have everything. Let me make this even smaller. All right. So first of all, Beachbody on Demand is, it's a really cool tool, but there's a lot of different things in it. So this is just your main Beachbody on Demand screen that you have right here. I'm actually going to drag this down a little bit so you can see this is just beachbodyondemand.com. Looks totally different on your computer and on your app than it does on your TV. So when you're on your TV, the only thing that you can access is the workouts. The search functionality is not nearly as good. You're not going to be able to find things quite as easily, but it's perfect for doing your workouts. Your workouts should track from TV, iPad or phone app to computer as well for everything whenever you're in the BOD group. So that is really helpful. Sometimes that tool doesn't really work. That's just a BOD group thing. It's a new platform for Beachbody, so there are going to be some hiccups, just know that. But for the most part, like you'll see my workouts have tracked right here. Now, when you're actually going to track a workout into the BOD group itself, you actually have to hit the tracking button on your phone, which I really should have plugged in my phone and shown you guys my screen sharing, but that's okay. I can do that if people have questions specific to the app later. But this is more going over BOD. So one thing that's here is you can search up here. This is something that I like to tell a lot of people because we have a lot of women in our group that are either trying to get pregnant or are newly pregnant, and they're not quite ready to tell me or their coach that they're pregnant. So I just always like to share that there is, if you just search the word pregnancy or pregnancy workouts, pregnancy yoga, you're going to see that there's a lot of resources. There's even workouts that are logged pregnancy. I would click on pregnancy programs because that's going to bring you to an actual program that can walk you through your entire first trimester, second trimester, third trimester, and even postpartum. So that will bring you to Bar Blend. So I just want you to know that that's in there. There's some great things for your ligaments. There's some great things for your sciatica. There's some great tools for your diastasis recti. There's definitely more in-depth programs out there than just the Beachbody one, but that's something that's really helpful. Another thing that I want to make sure that everybody knows that we have is we have a really great meditation section. I just clicked on meditation. There are 2 different full, what you would call programs that are meditations. This Unstressed program is actually 21 days of meditation. And I really like to share this because a lot of people don't realize that they have access to this. So if you just realize that maybe you're starting your Beachbody journey and you thought, like, oh my gosh, I'm going to go in on this workout and I'm going to do the nutrition plan. And then all of a sudden you're just like, I just can't even get my life together. I'm just like way too stressed out to do any of this. I'm just going to cancel it all. I'm just going to throw it all away. Like whatever. If you need to do that, go for it. But I would really encourage you to start focusing on your mindset, because that's probably the missing piece. That is something that would really benefit you more than just tossing it away. So, the 21 days to unstress, every single one of those meditations is under 10 minutes. Under relaxation and meditation, you're going to find even more tools. I really like to point out a couple of these in particular. So these, when you click on meditations, these I am meditations, series A through D, they go along with the, I'm going to grab them really quick. They go right along with the bar blend I am meditation cards. So it's Elise and she's leading me through them. So like, for example, I just pulled out I am present. So I am present. I breathe into this perfect moment without fear of the future or regret of the past. So I could go to the I am meditation series, click on I through P, and I could actually find a 4-minute meditation for this card, which is really cool. Another one that I really love that I really just want everybody to know is in there is one under Beachbody Yoga Studio. I just clicked it. Insomnia relief meditation with B. It has helped me personally so much go to bed at night. I have actually fallen asleep multiple times to that one. So if you're ever feeling like I just can't sleep, I'm having trouble with that, that's just a little secret tip and trick that I really want everybody to understand that you have. Now, while I see it right here, I'm going to point out this program is one of our most underused programs, probably in terms of just like people are like, I don't want to do Tai Chi. If you are aching and you have body aches, and I had, when I was pregnant, I really could not work out. I was just really physically just like, it was just really tough. I could do Tai Chi and I would feel a world of difference. It's slow movement, it's mobility, it's super slow, but it's just very, very healing for your body. And even just doing what's called the neural reboot, which is at the very beginning of every single one of the workouts, just doing that is really good for your body in any time. Again, it's kind of just like it's a neural reboot. It's a nervous system reboot for your body of just really getting you slow movement and alignment. So just so you know, there's all sorts of different workout programs. I mean, you've got the opportunity to just click on workouts and you can really go over here and click on a workout type, body part. If you love a certain trainer, you can sort by trainer. And so you can even sort by beginner, intermediate, and advanced right there. And you can switch this toggle for how long you want to work out. So there's really some incredible tools that a lot of us don't know about. The other main thing that I really want to point out from Beachbody On Demand that I just hope that we all just continue to remind ourselves of is whenever you have a program, when you're on your TV, again, you just see the workouts, but when you're on your computer or the app on your phone and you click on one of these workouts, on one of these programs, I'm going to click on 21 Day Fix. It's my easiest one to give an example of because it's the first program I ever did. But when you click on 21 Day Fix, you actually have what's called program materials. And again, you can't see this from your TV, but you can see this from here. Every single workout has this. So every single workout has program materials. They have a start here guide. There's a workout calendar to print out. There's FAQs, so frequently asked questions, minimize that one. There's going to be a nutrition section for every workout program that will really guide you. So all of our workout programs will be able to follow Ultimate Portion Fix or 2B Mindset, which are our two basic nutrition programs. But this one is going to just talk mostly about Portion Fix because Autumn is the trainer for the program. This was kind of when that nutrition program launched. And can you all tell me, is it really loud with Neil washing dishes or can you guys hear?
It's fine.
It's fine? Okay. I just want a clean recording, a clean-ish. It's okay. But anyway,
you don't
so
want to discourage him from washing dishes ever.
I mean, I'm just grateful that he's washing dishes. I mean, really, it is super nice because then when I'm done, we're done and we get to be done. So in here, the eating plan is if you're ever like, hey, I didn't get, I just bought, which this doesn't happen too often, but I just got Beachbody On Demand only. And I didn't get the nutrition programs, 2B Mindset and Ultimate Portion Fix. How do I eat? Well, every single workout program is going to have an eating guide to it. The eating plan and Portion Fix is actually going to go way more in depth than any other. And even if you don't have the portion containers, you can GTS, which means Google that stuff. And you can Google portion container size equivalents and use measuring cups. Now, I would recommend just going and buying the $7 portion containers because it's just easier. But that will really simplify your nutrition if you're just like, I just really need some support, but I didn't actually purchase the nutrition programs from Beachbody. One other little thing that I don't think a lot of us have ever done, I've done it before, but I haven't recommended it too much, is the 3-day quick fix from here. So this is different than the 3-day refresh. You're eating a lot of protein, like no carbs really, but it's really cycling you through a quick fix if you're just like, oh, I really wanted to drop a little bit of weight and really like my muscles. I just wanted my muscles to pop. So just something a little sidebar that I don't think we really talk about ever. All of our workout programs also have music playlists. So the cool thing about that is a lot of our new programs don't have music to them. A lot of our old ones did. So it just depends on which program you're doing. So if you're like, I have some people who have liked having music, and they were upset when they were doing, I think it was like lift 4. And then I showed her about the music playlist, and it just made her so much happier. So I just want to let you know that that is there for you. The next thing I want to do is make sure that we go and show you a little bit of the tips and tricks that are under the actual Ultimate Portion Fix and To Be Mindset nutrition plans. Because now whenever you get Beachbody On Demand with a year access of BOD and either Shakeology or Energize and Recover, or the combination of all three, you get access to both of our nutrition programs, Ultimate Portion Fix and To Be Mindset, but you just get digital access. So you don't get all of the booklets and the cookbook and all that stuff printed. You can purchase the printed materials separately if you're like, oh my goodness, I actually love this To Be Mindset. I want to make sure that I have more of the journals. I want to make sure that I have the workbook for it. You can purchase that separately. Same with Ultimate Portion Fix. So that's something that you can get. And I believe it's like $40 because I had a friend just this last week that was saying, oh my gosh, I was going to go print out the workbook for Ultimate Portion Fix and it was going to cost me $100. And I'm like, well, hold up, let's just see if they sell it. And so we did a little searching. You have to search a little bit on the website, but they sell it for like $40. Plus you get a whole bunch of other stuff with it. So it wasn't just the workbook. So that's just something, if you realize that you really love a program and you want the printed materials. I mean, is mine under here? I love the printed program guide for, it's normally under here. I don't know where I put it, for Ultimate Portion Fix, because I love like watching the Ultimate Portion Fix videos and taking notes in the guide. I just really think it's super helpful, but that's also just how I learn. So I'm going to click on Ultimate Portion Fix, and under Ultimate Portion Fix, you will have, again, all of the videos are accessible from the TV or the Roku Fire Stick, Apple TV. They're accessible everywhere. It's just these program materials that are not. So click on program materials when you're under Ultimate Portion Fix or To Be Mindset. You're going to get so much more. I will say I'm more familiar with Ultimate Portion Fix because it is the program I personally follow the most. I do love To Be Mindset. I am obsessed with Alana. The way that she speaks is empowering. It is liberating. It is freeing. It is beautiful. And it is just incredible. So I love Alana for that reasons. I just personally do better when I track my food Ultimate Portion Fix. And I have done both for months on end. So I know for myself that I just do better when I do Portion Fix. So anyways, I just wanted to let you know that. So when I am here in the Getting Started guide, there's even a program calendar for watching the Ultimate Portion Fix videos. But when you are in this program guide, every single module will have additional resources with them. I really recommend going through this. So the module 1 has a wellness overview and it asks you questions. This is something that I highly recommend if you're going through this, that you send to your accountability partner or your coach after you've filled them out. They are incredibly powerful tools. I mean, you're searching your why, you're going into your short-term goals, your long-term goals. It's just really cool what they've done. Now I'm going to go down to Family Fix because this is something that I really think is pretty awesome. The 75 lunch ideas for kids is one of the things that I have done with Braylon. She's about 6 years old, where I let her scroll through this and I say, okay, what looks good for you for food? And so she'll scroll and scroll and scroll and she'll say like, oh, well, I really like, what is this? Like, I don't know what this is. what could that be? Are those cookies or are those chicken nuggets? And so then I get to tell her, like, that's what this is. Would you like for me to make it? So that's just something you could do with your kids. It's also just something I like to look at sometimes because I just don't really have, I'm not super creative when it comes to lunch. Um, the Eat the Rainbow chart is another really good one that my kids actually really love, as they really like to check off their water, veggies, fruit, protein, carbs, fats, seeds, and dressings, and oil and nut butters. They don't always get it right because we're still really young, but they really like this chart. And I think that they like it too because they see that I have a chart on the fridge that I check off. And you can't really see it from here, but I check off a chart when I'm eating. That's just how I track my food. Neil does his on his phone. I just track mine on a printable one of these. And I just laminate it, and I laminated theirs, and we do white erase markers or dry erase markers. So just something that not everybody knows about that you have access to. And then the last things that I'm going to show you, and then of course I'll be here to answer questions, are back in Beachbody On Demand. When you go into the BOD groups, this is going to look totally different than what you're probably used to seeing, because we all normally are on our phone when we're doing the BOD groups. But inside the BOD groups, there's a files section that is really, really helpful. So this is the group feed. To make sure that you post your workout and your Shakeology to the group feed, you go on your phone and you go to BOD groups, or excuse me, you go to Beachbody On Demand app, you click on it, and it'll open the app up. And on the bottom, there's a tracking button and a groups button. So that's where you're going to kind of find all of this connectivity, this community, which I think all of us that are on this call have understood how to do that. But anybody that's new, that's watching the playback, when you're on there, again, you're on your Beachbody On Demand app. On the groups tab is where you're going to see this group feed. So it's going to look like a Facebook feed. And then on the tracking tab is where you can actually log. So I'll just share right here. So Whitney just logged her workout. She did that by going to tracking, clicking the tracking button, and it populated with the workouts that she just did. It will not populate if you don't finish the workout. So if you're skipping the stretching, which I've had happen to a lot of people, they're like, why is my workout not populating? And I finally realized that it was because they were skipping the stretch. I'm like, oh, you actually have to like let it play out. Like you have to literally like watch the whole thing, or it won't track it for you. And then sometimes there's glitches. Like there really are truly glitches. You've done your whole workout and you're like, it's not here. It's just a glitch. You can still click the tracking button and you can still click log workout, and you just have to type in the name of your workout at the top. But then you just click share to group, and it'll share it to the group, and it'll pop into the group feed. This is just like Facebook. This is just where we like we go and we encourage each other and we comment and we like. I know that there was like a post that kind of went, it blew up earlier in the week, where everybody was sharing and connecting with each other. It was really, really beautiful. So the more that we can do that, the more likely that we all are to stick to our own goals, because we know that other people are actually rooting us on, and they're seeing us and we're seeing them, and we're connecting. The last thing is, like I said, there's a file section. So in your phone, it's just up at the top, and you just kind of scroll over. It's very similar to what your Facebook feed would look like if you were in a Facebook group. But the Start Here Welcome Guide is the other thing that I want you to know about in here. So I was just in the file section, Start Here Welcome Guide. I just now, I don't know why I didn't have this in my emails. I just now literally was like, oh, you need to add this to your emails. So I am adding this to whenever somebody signs up with our group, to the email that they first get, so that they have this. But this is a really great guide that some coaches put together, and then I just edited a little bit of stuff that was particular to our group. It's just a welcome guide. How do you access Beachbody On Demand? Here are some of the favorite programs and what level they are at. A little bit about the nutrition. So if you're not sure, if you've got the pack and you're not sure, do I do 2B Mindset or do Ultimate Portion Fix? There's just a little bit of options in there. And then you can see right where to click on and watch the videos to figure out which one would be right for you. Shakeology recipes, you can literally hover over each of these, and there's going to be a whole bunch of recipes that are available for chocolate, strawberry, vanilla, and cafe latte. Explaining what the nutrition supplements are, reminding you to take your before and afters. This is something I'm going to get so much better at myself. And I'm going to keep recommending for all of us to do, is take our before and afters and really actually submit them to the Beachbody Challenge. So probably need to edit this and add submit to the Beachbody Challenge on there. And that's just my fault as a coach of not reminding all of us to submit to the challenge. Again, here's a little walkthrough video of how to use the Beachbody On Demand app itself. And then there's some additional meal planning resources at the end of this, as well as some additional reading for your mindset whenever you feel like, I just don't like, again, you get in here and you get started and you're just like, I'm not here. Like, I'm mentally not here. I'm not ready for this. Then I want you to lean into the group and tell the group what it is that you're struggling with. And you can come in here and maybe one of these books, you can, Google them really quick, see which one would be good for you. You can ask your coach, because most of the time when you're looking at focusing on losing your weight, or you're looking at focusing on just changing some eating habits, or you're looking on focusing on changing your relationship with food, or your relationship even with people, or your relationship with sleep, it's going to start with your mindset. It is truly nothing that like pushing play on the workout program can do, unless if you're focused on that whole body health. So that's why you're going to hear myself, other coaches really harp about mindset and really being mindful of what you're doing, and focusing on that too. And you're going to hear that from the trainers all the time in the workout programs. I mean, I know every single trainer will talk to you about this, speaking words of empowerment over you during your whole program. So I also recommend that you don't just completely mute your trainers, that you really listen to them, because they are pouring into you as you're pouring into yourself too. Last thing is there's meal plans in here, and then I'll pop other random files in here as well, that are just going to help you guys. So like the family fun calendar, additional podcasts for mindset. So just little things like that you can do. So I'm going to stop my screen share. And do you guys have any questions of things that you wanted me to cover that maybe I forgot to cover, or anything else that you're like, I want to know about this, or I should share about this, or other tips that you have? No? All right, cool. The last thing that I would say is helpful for people is there is a nutrition tab in there, and I forgot to show you that in Beachbody On Demand, and it actually shows you how to make your Shakeology. Don't just shake it with water. That is gross. Unless if it's cafe latte, then it's kind of okay. But blend it. I always recommend blending any fruit, vegetables, so like spinach, frozen fruit, nut butters, blending that with your water or your milk first, and then putting your Shakeology in on low if you have a traditional blender. Now, if you have a NutriBullet, you can put it all in there at the same time. But that's just something, a Shakeology tip in making. Now, Recover, you can totally just shake with just water. I know when I first started Recover, I would shake it with almond milk though. I just wanted it creamier. Now I just shake it with water. Energize, I always have it, 15 to 30 minutes before my workout, and sometimes during my workout, mixed with a little Hydrate, which is a healthy Gatorade, depending on how tough my workout is. So questions, comments, feedback?
It was great. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Welcome.
Yeah, thanks, Tamara.
Yeah.
And if you haven't tried it, you should mix Energize with sparkling water, because then it tastes like a really good Coke. And I'm not drinking Cokes anymore. It's delicious.
Oh my gosh, that's so smart. I'm literally, really I do Bevy with Energize sometimes. The Beachbody Bevy is like a tea that you can do, and it helps curb your hunger. And I do that in the evening, so I don't drink a cocktail. But I'm like, oh my gosh, the sparkling water would really help me to not drink a cocktail.
Yeah. So. If you're using a shaker cup, though, don't like fully close it, because when you open it, it's like
just kind of like just shake it around like this instead of like, so like this kind of shaking instead of this kind, right?
And just don't fully lock it in.
Don't fully,
because then when you undo it,
I'm going to share a confession. I went to Disney, and we definitely put champagne in our shaker cups, because Neil and I were like, well, we're going to have a cocktail. And our shaker cups went like on the bus, like popped open, like, oh my God, worst parents ever. Like, I don't know what that was. I don't know why it popped open. I'm so sorry. No, that's not champagne. Anyways, had to share that confession.
Should have stopped the recording before.
I should have stopped recording. That's okay. Everybody gets to know one of my confessions. Oh Lord. Anyway, well, yeah, I'm glad to do this. This is something that I really thought there's a lot of newer people that are coming into our groups and stuff that they might not know everything, and having a good clean recording minus the champagne is a really easy way for you just to be like, oh yeah, there was this little video that, you know, that Tamara made with us where we kind of walked through some of the stuff. So some of the stuff. And then there's the shorter videos as well that are in the Facebook group. But just so that you guys know, I'm adding people into the BOD group more than I am the Facebook group because of just everything that's been going on in the world and people just wanting to be off social media more. So just kind of just simplify it, put it all in the Beachbody On Demand group. So, all right, I'll stop the recording.